it's been hard to make the videos I'd like to make because I've been busy trying to get stuff done before the snow flies. And what I've been working on is this parking pad here. And it was 30 feet in going across there, and then the long way is 50 feet on the back side. And because it angles out, I don't know, I'm guessing it might be maybe 80 feet on the long way around. Like that. So, but at any rate, that's what I've been working on. And, look for my recenter button here. There we go. Now I'll take you for a little drive around the property. I'm going to try to do this all in one shot as an unedited video. Although, I noticed that when I drive, my camera's kind of vibrating around a little bit. So, some of the footage might be a little glitchy. I guess we'll give it a try and see how it turns out. Alright, I'm kind of doing a little bit of a voiceover here because my microphone and my camera was really quiet. Anyway, the parking pad there was 30 feet in by 50 feet on the back side and about 80 on the front side. And I was also apologizing if the footage is a little glitchy because the camera would, when I drive, I could see it vibrating around. So right now, I'm doing a voiceover. On the front trails here, the trail off to the left is where we're going to be coming back from. And go around and see how this turns out. The video shouldn't be too awful long, I wouldn't think, because I should be able to drive the property within less than 10 minutes, hopefully. There's a rabbit. There's a little bunny rabbit. You guys spotted the bunny rabbit, so hopefully he showed up on camera. This is one trail I made through here. My mom really likes the trails ever since I made them. She feels like a little kid. She's got her own little trails to drive around on with the golf cart. She enjoys it quite a bit. Yeah, this is going to be interesting how this turns out with me voicing over while I'm already talking. Because the part where I'm already talking is super quiet, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Oh yeah, I can see it glitching a little bit. Some of this is going to be really shaky footage. Hopefully not, but we'll see. And if it is really shaky, I'm going to have to find a better way to mount my camera when it's on the golf cart. Eventually I'm going to go right where this tree is up here. I'm going to finish making a trail going straight. Yeah, there I'm going to make a trail going straight through to the right, looping around off to the left. And it'll loop around. And it will come back. Let me back it up now. It'll come back right through right here and head off over to that way, right that way. I wonder how this video is going to turn out. I can see this camera bobbling all over the place, so hopefully it won't be too glitchy. Mess with your eyes. Probably better that I go slower. I got a feeling if I go too fast, it'll really shake it around. So, that's the way we ride around the bend, is where we came up the hill. Now we'll go over this way, and if I keep turning here, which I'll back it up, that's where that other trail will come around and come up through here. But I got more trees. Oh, okay, wait a minute here. There, yeah, you can see the trees. Anyway, I got more trees to clear out that are down from the tornado. We've got tornado trees down all over here. And I said and then I didn't see nothing else. So. Alright, literally as I'm voiceovering here a little bit, I reset my camera volume. The power line goes right to auto, so it ain't on low. Here. So that one's gonna be a little creepy. Yeah, that tree there, the power line goes right underneath where the root base is. Raise the underline on all these pine trees here. Clear that out, open it up, and I got the two black raised all the underline on them trees. There's the parking pad. There's the parking pad. I'm gonna do another kind of a zigzaggy deal here. I'm gonna do kind of a zigzaggy deal here. This trailer right here. And that trailer right there. I've been digging it out. Because it kind of settled down in the ground, and it's got a whole house full in it. The Bobcat is right now. I moved those got those black trailers moved. Them popped out pretty easy. The white trailer's got a whole house full in it. And right here, that is my pile of trees. About maybe 40 or 50. I'm guessing there's maybe 40 or 50 40-foot trees or so there. That's what I've been working on, clearing it up. Cleaning them up from after the tornado mess. That ripped through and snapped all kinds of trees everywhere. We've had over 100 trees down. And I've got other video footage when all the trees were in here, but I've cleaned a lot of them out. And this whole area was down trees in here. You'll see it on the way back. And you can see my mess of a can collection. I gotta turn in the cans yet and get them cleaned up and get them out of here. And actually we'll give a peek of this valley down here. Now down in this valley is there's a pond right down below here. And we're gonna go on these back trails that will end up on the other side of that pond that's down there. Yeah, there's a pond down that hill. I don't know if you could hear me. Maybe you'll be hearing me twice. Okay. Yeah, and so straight ahead, I guess I should pause here quickly. Because if you look, you can probably see all the trees that are snapped off if you're looking at it on a big screen. If you're looking at it on a phone or a tablet, well then you probably won't be able to see it as well. But yeah, there's snapped down trees all in here that are cleared out. And that's the aluminum can mess that I've got to finish bagging up and get it out of here. And now we'll go down to the back trail. There's a little bird. Where's the little bird? Now, the other day when I came down here, oh, there goes the squirrel. I see the squirrel. Hi there, little squirrel. I'll go real slow so I don't forget about that rake hanging out. Anyway, the other day when I came down here, right when I came out into the opening, there was a big deer that took off running, so maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe when we come up there, there'll be some deer up there that'll we'll get to catch on film. Yeah, when I came down here the other day, there was a big deer. I was saying maybe we'd get lucky and spot another one, but I don't think we do. Actually, I know we don't. I can show you where I've been clearing out, because right on the corner of the property here, there's a trail that goes down to the lake. We're a ways from the lake. We're about a block from the lake, but I cleared this area out. I've been clearing this area out to make a trail to connect to a public access trail that goes down to the lake. And we're on a path right straight ahead here, and then around to the right, down into that valley to run down to the lake. So then we can take the golf cart right down there. Hopefully. I don't know how rough that trail is. I haven't journeyed it yet. So now I'll take you on the other trail I made back here. I don't see no deer yet. This thing's doing pretty good here for holding level. And right at the top of that ladder there is a big old tree hanging that's just gonna fall anytime. Once again, if the video footage is really glitchy, I apologize. Like I said, I can see on my mount that the camera kind of vibrates around. I think my GoPro would handle it very well, but this is a DJI Osmo Pocket gimbal camera. Because it's taller and stands up in the air more, it seems to want to vibrate around more. And it doesn't have image stabilization, it's just got the gimbal. There's that pond in front of us that I was talking about when we're looking down through the valley. So straight up on the other side is where we were earlier. Yeah, that pond in front of us, it's really hard to tell it's there because it's got so many like cattails or whatever growing in there. I'm curious if you can only hear me on the voiceover or if you also can hear me. This back trail that we're looping around on here now, when I first made it, I cut it all out in one day. I was busy. I had to chop a lot of stuff out of the way. But it turned out pretty cool. And eventually, I don't know if I'll be able to point it out, but through the woods. This back trail here, I was mentioning that I cut out all out in one day, but right ahead I'm going to be making another trail from where we were up there earlier that I cleared out, and it's going to go to the right and cut back into the trail we just went around on. I'm going to run another trail that'll go through the back side of the woods here. And if you're able to hear my voiceover and the original tape, well, then it's going to get kind of confusing. That was a nice little branch. Anyway, that other trail, see if I can turn around up here and get a shot where I plan on bringing it in. The video footage didn't turn out too bad, but my audio, I had it on low. So I did reset that now, so I won't have that problem again, hopefully. Wild tree. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, that big tree, big brown tree, right, let's see, right straight ahead there. I see no leaf fall. Have the trail come over, and then it'll come this way towards us, into the trail we're on now. So that should be pretty cool. Every time I make new trails, everybody seems to really like them a lot. It's kind of neat to run around back here. I'll get a little picnic table or something set up back here so we can have a little picnic back here or something. I agree. You should get a picnic table and set it up back here. Around. We'll go up and around for your video pleasure. Alright, here we go. Now we'll see if it gets shaky because I speed up here. Now we'll see if the footage gets shaky. I'll go through here a little quicker. We'll see if test it and see if it gets too glitchy. I got a feeling for going faster, it'll really jerk it around more. So I'll try to slow it down again. I got a feeling as long as I'm going slow, it won't be too glitchy, but I'm pretty sure if I drive fast, it's going to be really jerky. Nope. So, take it right here and spy on Mom. Yeah, we're going to take it right here and spy on Mom. There's my mom working on her flowers at the back of the house. There's Mom working on her flowers. She has no idea, I just filmed her. Otherwise she'd be hiding it from the camera. I'll cut over here a little bit. Get a kind of a panning shot of the parking pad here. Yep, and then Today is Saturday, so Monday I've got 12.5 tons of Class 5 coming. I was just saying that Monday I have 12.5 tons of Class 5 coming, get to be dumped in the parking pad area for me to spread out. And, okay, I'm going to do one more pass on the two front trails. Actually, we had already went up that hill in the beginning, so we'll go back on this trail and see if we can spot that rabbit again and see if we came back out. Looks like the back of the motorhome over here. I don't know if he's still back here. Rabbits are pretty friendly because when I see them I slow down and talk to them and stuff, so I can get pretty close to them most of the time. And I'm sure you'll see a lot of broken trees throughout this that I'm missing, but those trees I gotta clean out yet. Let's see, should I take the right or the left? We'll go to the left. Right here though, I'm going to hang a sharp right, because otherwise we'll end up at the dead end where I've got to turn around. More trees down. I've got to yank out of here. I'll back up a second. See if it'll be easy enough to see. Well, for you, those of you on the big screen, I don't know if you can see these white birch trees. The fattest one up there leaning over to the right, that one's uprooted out of the ground and leaning on the skinnier ones are what's holding it up. So I've got to get that one out of there because I don't want it to drop on the golf cart here when my mom's out here buzzing around or something. Maybe I can come up here with my drone later and get some drone footage or something. There's Fire Pit. I'll go down the Fire Pit. And some of the stuff that the sod that I scraped out of the parking pad there, I brought down here to the front where we had a low spot in the yard. Do a loop-de-loop around here. Yeah, that's where we had the low spot right here. Right in front of the big pond. And let's see, I think that's about it. And I guess I should end this video. Or we could do a sneak pass on Mom one more time. This is the hill I redid and resodded it and grew grass. Mom didn't think I could get grass to grow in here again. Do a drive-by on Mom. This little ravine we just drove through, I should turn around and give you another shot of that. I tilled that out and raked it out, so that way this whole area, the water all runs right where we are now into a puddle, because we used to have big pine trees here that would drink it all up. But now that they're not here, it floods quicker, so I tilled this out, and this is the drainage line. It runs, when it rains, it's like a river. You heard Mom say, "Are you on the phone?" And then when I pointed at the camera, she was like, got this look like, "Oh." Anyway. We got a freaking car lot here. Alright, so let me put over here. I think about what I'm doing here. Anyway, I guess I think that'll about end the video. I don't know if I still got a connection here or not. Let's see. Do I have a connection? Yes, I do. So, let's see if I can turn this bad boy around. Oops. Hey! Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Unedited, just ran it straight through. We'll see how it turns out. Bye.